What is going on, guys? This is Elijah here for Football Recaps, and today I am back with another Carolina Panthers video. And yet again, the Carolina Panthers are back with the rumor talks of potentially trading for Baker Mayfield, who currently is on the Cleveland Browns roster, but most likely he'll be shipped off after of this year because, one, Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns do not have a good relationship together, and of course, they basically dismissed him from minicamp, and now their focus is on Watson. But then the funny thing is that Deshaun Watson might not even play for this upcoming season due to the fact with the allegations right now. I mean, this is crazy to even think about. Like, they basically traded a guy who has guaranteed money of $230 million that may not even see the field after all for the rest of his career if all these allegations actually go through. I mean, it's just crazy. And then they're basically going to trade their actual starting quarterback, Baker Mayfield. Then again, the Carolina Panthers are just trading for mediocre quarterbacks. I mean, they signed Teddy Bridgewater, who was a bridge quarterback, and he didn't really do so well. He's just average. And, of course, they went 5-10. And then, of course, they traded for Sam Darnold. And then it was atrocious. And, of course, now he went 5-12. And then, of course, they're going to try to go after Baker Mayfield because they don't want to sign Cam Newton because they just signed Cam Newton because, one, their ticket sales dropped, and two, it's just to save Matt Rule's job. And, of course, he's trying to do the same thing with Baker Mayfield to save his job from being fired for the third year in a row, going 5-12. I mean, honestly, I don't really see them doing all that well in this year's schedule because it's brutal. Like, down the middle of the stretch, I mean, you got three or four teams that could be potential playoff locks. I mean, it's brutal. Like, and also just we're a young team as well. And I mean, they never really should have cut Cam. And of course, they really just destroyed that whole team before Matt Rule became the official head coach, basically. And of course, Scott Fitter has done an excellent job with the players that he signed. And of course, with Ben McAdoo, and now they have Matt Corral. So they basically have Matt Corral, PJ Walker, Sam Darnold, and then they're going to try to get Baker Mayfield, which absolutely makes zero sense because, of course, the whole 9% of the fan base doesn't want to see Sam Darnold again. I mean, it's ridiculous sometimes too. Like, I'm tired of seeing all these mediocre quarterbacks. Like, Baker Mayfield is an okay quarterback, but he's still not like an elite type of quarterback. Like I guess like a Justin Herbert type of guy, or like a Aaron Rodgers elite quarterback. Justin Herbert hasn't really won anything yet, but he's still pretty good. But yeah, I mean, it's just terrible. Just year in, year out, always going after mediocre quarterbacks, and it's just tiring. It's just exhausting as a fan to see franchise or to see this ownership or to see this coaching staff year in, year out go after quarterbacks that are not good. And so yeah, here you have stats from PFF, Pro Football Focus. He has about 3,000 yards, ranked 24th out of 32 quarterbacks. Not good at all. His attempts is 418, was also ranked 23rd, also not good. Touchdowns, he had 17, which is 22nd in the league, and interceptions, which is almost to the top, so he's not that good either. So, and of course, his PFF grade for 2021 was a 63.6, so not very good. If that was a school grade, that would be basically an F, but in today's society, it's a borderline D because they have to bring up a 60 to get people passing high school. That's how sad reality is nowadays. But anyways, I don't really want him. I mean, I'd rather just be like the other people who just say that we should just ride out with Matt Corral. But I don't really trust him either because he's a rookie, because look how Justin Fields did last year, but that's because they had a horrible coach, and of course they didn't really have many weapons on the team. So I don't really know how like Baker Mayfield does with like coaches or has relationships with players or coaches, because as you guys know, Odell Beckham Jr. basically left because he didn't like Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield didn't really like him, and so that fiasco, and also other players even said the same thing. And then Robbie Anderson potentially wanting out of Carolina because probably of that same situation. So yeah, probably talks will be of this week, and of course, another mediocre trade by the Carolina Panthers because they're desperate to win, even though they keep getting mediocre players, and it's just frustrating and annoying. All right, guys, football recaps here. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Peace out.